dear water signs. My name is Gladys, and this is the Soulful Soul. Today I am doing your reading for the first quarter of 2022. So I've been doing a monthly zodiacs, but I also do a monthly elemental, which you can check out in my elemental playlist. And what I've decided, what I feel guided to do, is rather do the zodiacs every 3 months, quarterly, because the way I read, I think, lends itself to that deep working with the messages rather than prediction. And I feel like I just think that will work. Also, I feel like many people don't know all the signs in their chart, so you might only be familiar with your sun sign, and that's not the whole picture. And some of you might not even believe in the zodiacs anyway, and the elemental readings that I do give you a say in the choice, in a sense, like you decide what you feel most like or what you're feeling like at that time. So I feel like this is divinely guided, and I really feel this from the ones that I've done so far. I think that they are offering much more depth rather than doing them monthly, and but it's also up to you how you choose to use them. So I feel like this way of reading is much more in keeping with the way I read in my philosophy of the tarot, So, dear hearts, what I'm doing for you is I'll do a quick overview of 2022, and by that I mean not the prediction of 2022, but what your theme is, and how you could work with that, like what the main theme is, what's working for you, what could work against you, and then advice. And then I go into your normal Celtic cross. I love the Celtic cross because I think it offers quite a bit of depth. So for the water signs, the moon representing Cancer, my opposite star sign, the Hanged Man representing Pisces, and the Death card representing Scorpio. So let's move on, and that's it. I hope you enjoy. Please share your feedback with me about how this works for you, and if it's read your story. I'm looking forward to doing your reading. Welcome back, Pisces. So this is your reading. I'm using my new cards, letting everyone be treated with new cards. This is the Witch's Wisdom Tarot. So you are breaking them in. So let's. This is not the plan. The plan is to use another deck just for your annual. This is the Familiars, very cute, lovely, sweet deck, I think. Let's see your theme, Pisces. What's your theme? Oh, celebration, love. So the theme for you, Pisces, is the Three of Cups. It's about joy, it's about celebration. Maybe it's also about finding joy in things, seeing joy where it is and not looking the other way, Let's see what could work for you and against you, Pisces. It's for working. What could work against you? Where are you? Maybe where are you working against your own little self? Awesome. Sorry. There's some cards that are turned around. Pisces. So impatience, I want it now, something like that kind of attitude or energy, maybe impatience with yourself. Pisces, that's your caution. Working for you is hope. Is believing in what this dream is of yours, this emotional fulfillment. I think, Pisces, you are needing to look to your emotional fulfillment and believe in it, and don't rush. Just, I think the message is not to be hard on yourself. Let's see what the advice is. I think the message is not to be hard on yourself as you work towards your dreams, whatever those dreams might be that are about emotional fulfillment. Joy, celebration. Oh, look at that. I can't remember. I think one of the air signs got a similar kind of message. You might be dealing with a Virgo. But, Pisces, I think that you need to keep, when you feel overwhelmed with this dream of yours, or this, it could be love, just retreat into your quiet space. And there's somehow this believing in this Two of Cups. This Two of Cups is important to you. I think that you need to, and I said this to another, see the two, almost be open to this spiritual offer of a partnership and celebrate a partnership rather than reject it. There's something to do with that partnership thing and celebrating the beauty. And maybe your impatience could be in relation to a relationship. Let me get some clarifiers for you. The Lovers. Wow. It's kind of like being really open to this, the possibilities in love. I think that's what your main message is. And I think you do that by celebrating you and believing, wishing on a star, wishing for the best possible outcome, the best possible partner in your life. I think maybe for many of you, it's about love, given that you have the Two Cups there. But of course, for some of you, it might be work, and you get the Knave and the King of Swords. It's like you want to level up a relationship or yourself from Page to King. So from something that might be open to something that's more mature and settled. Something like that, Pisces. But I just want to go back to the advice is, or the concern, or what you might work against you is your own impatience in the situation, whether it's with yourself, I think with yourself and maybe with another, or with some dream. And your advice is to keep believing in, focus on the joy, focus on the good things, and the hope. I think that you really need to be thinking about imagining what your wish fulfillment is and putting it out there. Put it out there at the new moon, which is coming up soon, I think around the 4th. Put out your wishes, write them down one by one, or write this one big wish in detail, and then keep celebrating it. Keep in your mind celebrating it. And if it's love, see the God in that, or if it's love that you want, put it out there to Spirit, for this God, Spirit guided partnership, and take time out to withdraw whenever you feel overwhelmed, to just have time alone. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I think that's enough, and let me move on to your reading now with your new cards, with my new cards. These cards are a bit big. Okay, let me try and move this up that way. Well, we have to make do, right? So beneath the deck you have healing. This is, their major arcana are a bit different. But look at this beautiful card. So Pisces, your theme for the next 3 months is around healing. I think you are healing something, and maybe that's why in your annual thing you get the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. It's maybe you are healing something, a relationship or something that you felt attached to. You get the 6 of Water with the Messenger of Water. The 6 of Water is about nostalgia. It's about things from the past. Perhaps you have had a break in a relationship with someone you considered your soulmate. But there's something that has, it could even be the death of a loved one, the passing on of a loved one that's left you feeling emotionally pained, right? But there's almost like this new beginning in love that's on offer. Maybe an offer comes into you, Pisces, around love. Or please, there's so many people out there that I try to read as generally as possible. So if it's not love, see it, reinterpret it. I try to interpret it in more than one way. The Goddess of Fire, this is the Queen of Wands, is what you need to think about. It's like, you know what? It's about creating your own happiness. And I think that's a big theme for you for the next 3 months. It's part of your annual. It's related to what came up in your annual. I think that you need to really put out there, what is your happiness? Can you see she's creating her own mixture there, whatever that is. And then you get the Guardian in the near past, is in the reverse. I'm seeing this very much like the King of Coins and the Emperor. There's some kind of masculine figure in the past. Maybe that's however you identified, you were relating to a masculine figure, and maybe something ended with a masculine figure. It could be work, that your work became more of a bullying kind of situation, and so it ended, even though it was very emotionally fulfilling. Just want to remind, I do a quick read with the first set of cards, and then I go deeper with the second. So this is just a quick, and then we go for depth after. You have the 10 of Air in your unconscious. So there's some kind of ending. Maybe you are reluctant to end something, and you may be caught up in your head about this thing, whatever this is. In the near future, you get the Wisdom Keeper. This is number 17. It's the Star card. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the Hermit. You got the Hermit. I feel like you are going to have to do a lot of withdrawing in the next 3 months. Keep on retreating into your little sacred space, Pisces. For sustenance, for strength, to find your own inner wisdom and guidance on this, You get the 7 of Air representing you. So there's been game playing. This is like, I'm going to win. There's all the feathers in my cap. And this is representing you here, Pisces. So maybe in this relationship or in relationships, this is how it's like, I'm going to win so that you don't win. And I think you're going to have to confront that. Around you is the Ace of Fire. So again, this message of something not giving, like a false start in a way. It's like you want a new beginning, but it's not happening for whatever reason. You get the Eight of Earth, the Eight of Coins. It's no, you didn't get this in your this is about working diligently towards whatever it is you want. So I think you have this big dream. You might shoot yourself in the foot. I feel it might be related to love or a relationship. But we'll see as when we get the clarifiers. You get balance in your near future. So I would think of this as the Six of Coins, but also maybe as okay. Here's this thing of nostalgia again, like soulmates. Soulmates don't have to be loverships. They can be someone who passed, but there's this finding balance in something, and I think it's related to family. It's also about, I feel, enjoying, again, that message of enjoying the abundance of life, seeing the beauty around you. Pisces, I think that's a strong message for you. But let's see as we go deeper. The card that can be associated with you, there's balance again. Beneath the deck you get the Page of Coins. So there is some offer that you've been waiting for, and it looks like that offer's come in, an emotionally fulfilling offer that's also quite stable. But let's see what it's presenting to you. So something in the past ended, I feel, and it felt very unfair. It could even be, Pisces, that you went through a legal process that you felt, or maybe you are going through this and it's feeling very hectic for you. And maybe that's why you're being challenged to look at the joy in life as well as look at the balance as a theme, and also to look at, what did I want to say? Just looking at joy in life. There's this offer that comes in, and it comes with the Three of Wands in reverse. It's almost like you've waited for this offer, but now that it comes, you're kind of not satisfied. I'm not sure what that's about, Pisces. With the Goddess of Fire, you get the Nine of Wands. I think you are being asked to see all your experiences as gold. I feel, Pisces, that you might be having this tendency to look at the negative. Maybe that's what you need to be guarding against for the year ahead, and see the power of you, the power that you have to create something new from all your experiences, whether this is a relationship or a job or work or a project. Something, Pisces, that you have the potential to create, and you can be defensive about your experiences and your lessons, and see the negative, just say, I fucked up, or made a mistake, or whatever, or you could say, wow, I learned so much, but rest assured, you can be sure that in amongst those so-called mistakes are also many treasures. And that's what you're needing to look at and harness. I think that's a big message for you for the next 3 months. In the near past, you get the Guardian with the Six of Cups. So maybe it really looks like a soulmate relationship ended. It could be someone who passed on that was like a soulmate, someone you loved dearly, a grandparent, a parent, a beloved of some sort, or it could be relate to a relationship that you thought was with your soulmate, or possibly was with the soulmate. I think we have many soulmates, and that's come to an end. And it might not be pretty. For some, this could be a job that was emotionally satisfying that has come to an end. But look, there are offers around. There are offers, emotionally fulfilling offers. So I think that's maybe why you're also being reminded of the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is linked to this Three of Wands, where because maybe you don't see the beauty even in yourself, you're not valuing yourself enough, you look away when that offer comes. You think, okay, no, that's not for me. So just check on that. In the unconscious, you get the 10 of Air with the 5 of Coins. So there's something about letting go of an attitude, an outsider attitude, an attitude of I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy of whatever's inside here. This sanctuary, this place of safety. You're not worthy. You really need to check on that attitude, dear hearts. With the 7 of Air, you get the Death card in reverse. So this is the card of Scorpio, your fellow. Oh no, man. The Death card and the Hermit in the stick are similar, and aging eyes, so I'm not seeing that. So this is the Hermit, and you got this in your annual reading, right? You are resisting. There's resistance to going within. There's resistance to letting go of these games. Maybe this is your default, like because you are protective of yourself, you rather, like attack is the best form of defense. That's the attitude you need to check against, my dear hearts. And really, you need to turn this Hermit upside and find your place of sanctuary. I think I need to do some videos on that, something to do with that. With the Ace of Fire in the reverse, this new beginning you want, there's resistance around it. You are resisting. Somehow that's what I feel. It's almost like you want the change, but you're fighting the change. In the near future, the Wisdom Keeper, linked to that Hermit, going within and stop the rushing, stop the impatience. But this is in your near future, so I think it's up to you. I think you might do that. You might take their advice and find your little inner sanctuary and start doing that, just that little bit of going within, and then your advice. This is interesting to me because there are two things showing up. There's love and there's money, or abundance, because you've got pentacles. Your advice is to work towards your own stability, and you don't have to hoard. Just slowly work towards what it is you want to achieve. You don't have to have a partner to do this. I would say do it on your own, but still keep yourself open to emotional offers if that's what you want. But you can also build your own independence, and you can do it in a collaborative way. It doesn't have to be mine. I think that's your advice. And then in your outcome, you get balance with the moon, and I think that the choice is yours. Do you work towards balance? Do you do this inner work so that you start finding that balance where you find it easy to share? But this is a potential outcome, is moving towards this balance, dear hearts. And maybe that balance, even as you're doing that, it raises your own issues. This is one of the cards that represents you. I also see it as the Cancer card more than I see it as yours. That's why I use the Hanged Man for you. And but Pisces, you even as you try to find this balance, you also are faced with the mysteries of life, with your shadow side, with those things. You know what I feel? It's like a cycle, like you going through the cycle. You will come here, you will have found balance, but then you are guided even deeper into the mysteries. If you do this inner work, when we do this inner work, we are invited to go ever deeper. So it's really lovely, actually. It's this, look at that. For me, it's looking like abundance. It's also the Justice card. So maybe this thing that didn't work out ends up working out fairly. So don't worry about it. Look to your hopes, your wishes. Instead of being impatient with the process, rather look to your hopes and wishes and believe. It's like you need to put out at the beginning of January and on the 4th, I think. Put out your hopes and wishes to Spirit for the year ahead and for the next 3 months. Like, do a little bit of plotting and planning, and believe and celebrate them in retrospect. Is there such a thing? Celebrate them beforehand, and it's almost like this is what you are bringing in. It's like you're working towards your own abundance. Well, it could, for some of you, it could be a relationship that comes into balance. That it could, okay, for some of you, you might be going through a divorce or a legal matter with someone, organizational person, but it's not going well right now, but the outcome is a good one, a fair one, where there's fairness. For some of you, it's a relationship that's gone through a hard time, but you're being guided to keep an open mind about it, and check your attitudes and your behavior. And for some of you, it comes back into balance. But even as it comes into balance, you are challenged to look at other things ever deeper, and building this relationship and looking at the other shadows within the relationship, because your relationship actually is your teacher. It's showing you a reflection of yourself right back at you, you know? It's something like that. Likewise with work, there's going to be, I feel like a balance comes in, and then you are guided to go ever deeper into another aspect of yourself, or another aspect of this particular issue. Yeah, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helps you. I wish you well for the month ahead and the next 3 months. And please give me your feedback. Tell me how this sat for you. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I try to read in a way that is, I believe gives you much more power than if I just predict. Okay, Pisces, I will leave it there. I would love your feedback, and I wish you a wonderful 2022, and I hope that the next 3 months is fulfilling for you. Welcome back, Cancer. This is your reading for the next 3 months, but also I'll quickly do a peep into 2022 and look at the themes that you're working with, and what's working for you, what could work against you, like what's a caution for you, and then advice. I'll do that, a quick one, and then we'll move on into your reading. So, your theme, Cancer, is the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like you are worried about your abundance, that's it. It doesn't mean that there's a problem. It just means that that's going to be a theme. Looking at your money and what could work against you here is the Queen of Swords. I would just say be careful of harsh energies around you. Spitefulness. You've got 2 swords here, although this is working for you. Games played. Cancer, you need to watch this energy, is what I would say. Watch for it. And watch for it within yourself as well. I would be remiss if I didn't say that, you know. What's working for you is the 8 of Swords. Now, the 8 of Swords is about feeling trapped. So let me think about this 8 of Swords, what it could mean for you. If you like, I think it would be really nice, I will put it at the end of the reading, to look at the video that I did on TikTok around the 8 of Swords. It was a particular 8 of Swords. Look at that. So what's working for you is to work on looking at where you trap yourself into believing whatever you believe. There's some kind of negative self-talk, or this is in the head, right? In your head, there's this feeling of being trapped. But I feel like because it's working in your favor, you are actually confronting that. But that is a choice that you make, is confronting that. Where you play games, negative self-talk, where you talk yourself down or out of things, that kind of thing. So do that exercise. I really think it will be very powerful. So there's a lot of air energy around you, meaning that this coin, like, I feel like you are building something, but the things that get into your way are in the head. They're matters of negative self-talk, or people around you who either put you down or have some kind of agenda. So worry about, just concern yourself with that. Keep a lookout for that. What is working for you is to do this. Constantly check in where you are trapping yourself with your own mind talk, and use that exercise as many times as you need to. It's a really powerful one, and it works with that particular card. You have, for your advice, you get the 3 of Cups. Pisces also got this, but you've got it in your advice with the 7 of Wands. So it's wow, gosh, I've got an affirmation for you. I am worthy of celebration. And that's it. I think that's what your mantra is for the year ahead. I'm worthy of celebration. You interpret that however, and I mean, what a mantra does is it helps you unstick yourself, because if you say this, you start seeing those patterns where you don't celebrate yourself, where you don't stand up for yourself, where you talk yourself down. And and it's as simple as that, and it helps you just look at your patterns, and that's your year ahead, Cancer. I think it's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Simple but powerful. Now let's move on to your reading. Nice one. I'm doing this a bit squonk. So let me just try and get this all into your picture. Okay, I think that's better. It's not completely in, but I will show you the cards. What the hell? Right. Okay. Let me see if I maybe should put that there. Nope. Let's leave it here. Okay. Okay. Let us start. So beneath the deck you have the Four of Coins. So you really are worried about your stability, I feel. There's something deeply spiritual about this, that Stonehenge, hey? So your stability, I feel, lies in the spiritual. For the next 4 months, 3 months, just remember that, you know. You are starting out on a new journey, and this is the Queen of Wands, represents the Queen of Wands, but I feel it's your energy. This is saying you can create your cauldron, your whatever, your broth, whatever that broth is. It's all new, and you need to think about the ingredients that you want in this broth of life. That's your sustenance. It's deep, Cancer. Wow, you get the Ace of Earth again in the reverse. So you need to think about this. We'll get clarifiers. So this is a quick run through, and then we'll get clarifiers. I'm intrigued by why the Ace of Coins has come up for you again here, and what you need to think about, because it might be saying it's your perception of lack, or it could be a caution, right? We'll see. And then you get the Witch of Fire in the in the near past. So there's this fire energy. This is it represents the Knight of Wands. So in the past there was this unstable energy around you, I feel. Like, if you think about these, what are they called? There's a name for this kind of, oh gosh, it's just slipping my mind. But these types of snakes, they can like squeeze you to death, right? I wouldn't trust having that snake as a pet. So it's something like that in your near past. But the Knight of Wands is generally like an in and out energy. It's impulsive, impetuous. So think about that. But it's in your past. But it has a bearing on this reading, obviously. But it is an energy that's leaving. You get the Goddess of Earth in your unconscious, and this represents the Queen of Coins. Now you've got two goddesses here, so there might be two energies, two people, feminine energies around you, maybe having a role. This is an earth sign, this is a fire sign. Fire is Sag, Leo, Aries. Earth is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But it could be your energy. This is in your conscious, and the goddess. Look at this card. It just speaks of abundance. It speaks of the milk of life. This is the milk of life, right? It's almost like, and look at this, there's a beehive. How weird is this? Weird, wacky, and wonderful. And it's almost like this is representing Taurus, Capricorn, the goat thing. Well, that's what I see. And maybe Virgo with the mountains, you know. But there's this, in your unconscious, there's this, maybe you're seeking out, dear hearts, maybe your pilgrimage is about deciding what this land of milk and honey looks like. That's what it is. It's a land of milk and honey. What does that look like for you? Maybe your next 3 months is about uncovering that for yourself. You get the Witch of Water in the reverse, representing you. So this is the Page of Cups, and this, it's about you feeling emotionally like you have nothing to offer. So you can think about that. I feel like that's what no, it's not the Page of Cups, sorry, it's the Knight of Cups. But I would say the same thing. It's like you're feeling a bit tired out from offering. So you need to think about that. Let's see when we get the clarifiers. In the near future, you get the Page of Swords. So it's almost like some... Gosh, this is a weird card. It's some kind of message. Well, it's a message of clarity. It's you get clarity on something, or something is presented to you that makes you see something in a different way, possibly. Wow. So you get, wow, there are lots of people energies around you, more young energies and more mature, young and mature energies. These are the young ones. But young can also even be immature, or like, so around you get the Messenger of Water. So to me, this would suggest that there's an offer, an emotionally fulfilling offer around you, but you might not be interested because you're feeling emotionally depleted, maybe from what's happened in the past, or and I think about that Queen of Swords energy, but it could even be because you are starting your own pilgrimage of looking at the self, of growing the self, of your inner journey, and maybe that's partly why this is not timeless or something. You get the Six of Water as your advice. It's like, I think you are being guided to believe in a soulmate, or this is the card of the past and of nostalgia of past lives. We'll see when we get a clarifier, because it's about, it could be, let's see, because there are things going on in my head and I don't want to preempt. Okay. You get the Five of Earth in your outcome, which is, it's good to have this, I guess, in the reverse, because the Five of Earth, look at this beautiful picture. There's a big rose quartz there, big huge bunny rabbit, which talks about abundance. But the Five of Earth, can you see that's a reflection of it? It's saying, why look at that when you can look at that? This is like dead and that's life. So you get it in the reverse. And for me, the Five of Earth in reverse is about you starting to see the patterns where you keep yourself on the outside. That's what I see there. I'm just going to take my... Oh, gosh. This thing is wobbling, and that's why. Okay, yeah, so that's that, Cancer. Sorry, I had to just respond to someone. And let's look at deepening your already quite deep reading. You get the Six of Swords in the beneath the deck in this other deck, and this is the card of moving on, moving on, moving on from something that didn't serve you. I think something from the past. Yeah, let's see. So with the Pilgrim, you get the Strength card. So you get it in reverse. You're starting this new journey. It requires risk taking and it fills you with fear, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with fear, right? You know, people think that being fearful or having fear makes you unbrave. It's not true. Bravery is not doing things that you're not afraid of. If you are a person that loves risk taking, then taking a risk is not bravery. It's just part of your nature. Being brave is doing something that you are fearful of doing. So keep doing that, dear hearts, and you will start finding this inner strength. You'll start seeing it. I feel like it's there, but you might question it sometimes. So just keep doing what you're doing, you know. Just keep looking, confronting the fear and saying, okay, fine. I'm fearful. It's fine. Doesn't mean I'm not brave. Let me just do the thing, you know. Of course, within reason, right? Because there's another thing. Bravery can also be stupidity. You know, when you do something that is just completely reckless and harmful to yourself, then, well, yeah, Darwin Awards kind of thing. And then with the Goddess of Fire, you get the Two of Wands. Wow, I love this. I feel like an appreciation of nature, an appreciation of, you know, to keep taking time out to sit and think, what does this look like for you? I think that's a big theme. What are the ingredients? But in order to have those ingredients and to enjoy those, that whatever you're creating, it's so important to keep taking the breaks, to keep looking at life with an innocent mind, talking to the birds. Just be playful with life, but in such a learning way, you know. It's really beautiful. So then in your unconscious there, this is what I was curious about, your Ace of Earth. You get the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so I would just say there might be this masculine energy around your fire sign, energy around you that has an impact on your new beginning, financial new beginning. You just need to think about that. Yeah. And in the near past, you get the Hanged Man with the Switch of Fire. So I feel like there's this energy that's leaving. It's a Knight of Wands, a bit shaky maybe, and it's an energy that is not willing to see things from a different perspective. But it's in your past now. It's leaving, so it could have a bearing, but it's kind of like a passing energy, which is a good thing. Beneath the deck, in your unconscious with the Goddess of Earth, you get the Three of Coins. I'm so curious because the Three of Coins is about collaboration. Let me just give this some thought. This is your milk and honey. Maybe what you are needing to think about, what's in your unconscious. Your unconscious is unearthing for you, is to keep considering what is worth collaborating on in creating your milk and honey. Which of these players do you need in there with you? These players. You know, often the Three of Coins is spirit and the two partners or the different players. But the Three of Coins has so many different depictions. Here it's a guru and two students. but this is in the reverse. So there's something to do with collaboration that might be worrying you, something to do with partnership that might be worrying you. But it's in the unconscious, so which means that it will come to the surface. There's something where maybe collaboration or partnership might get in the way of your milk and honey, right? Or the wrong collaborations might get in the way of your milk and honey. But I feel it's surfacing. It's surfacing, and maybe it's related to, I see the money, the earth thing that's of concern for you. It's almost like you are working towards that, but you are being advised to move forward cautiously because you need to think about what's in your best interests. That's what I'm seeing. That's finally. Sometimes it takes a while. So with this Witch of Water, this Knight of Cups, you get the Five of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like you do feel depleted. I think that you feel like you've given out too much, and it's resulted in game playing, whether it's been you or another or both, or even in work, in life. It's always been a thing of game playing, like I must win. Pisces got something similar, but much more present. Now for you, I feel it's like you are letting that go, and I think that you're starting to focus on yourself, on healing yourself. And your healing of yourself is so much to do with abundance. There's something very strongly about financial abundance that's going on in your. It's like Pisces got a similar thing of the finances and the emotions working hand in hand. So maybe you are one of those people where emotional fulfillment is linked to financial abundance, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel if that's part of your life journey, that's part of your life journey. Just honor it, like I feel you are being guided on both these fronts. And I feel like you are being guided to fill your own well right now. It's like you're starting a new emotional journey, and that's what's going on within. But what's playing out without is something to do with finances, looking at who you work with, who you allow in, who must be kept out, that kind of thing. But you are going on also a spiritual quest. I feel like a spiritual inner journey, because the Fool comes again here. But let's look at what's around you. The Messenger of Water. So it comes with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm seeing here is someone who does not have their own financial independence might make an overture towards you. And maybe you are not willing to engage this because you are working on yourself. It's like you need to be alone for now, kind of thing, because you are building yourself. You are on a new journey, going deeper. In your near future, you get the Messenger of Air with the Fool, and so something brings you clarity. Gosh, even maybe this reading leads to clarity for you, Cancer, and it allows for a new beginning, because pages are about new beginnings and they are about messages. So you get a clear message about your next steps, and so even though it's scary, you know that you're guided in your next steps. It's really lovely. So with the Six of Water, this past energy, and this is your guidance, there's this, I think, let me get a clarifier, because I think this might be a caution, a past energy, and your cornucopia, your financial abundance. A past energy might have an impact on your financial abundance. Let me think. And the other thing I was thinking about is a past loved one. So you know what? This is the other thing that I'm getting. On a spiritual level, what is happening here? Look at this. You get the two together. This is what I'm getting. Don't feel guilty about your resources, your ability to make money. Do not feel guilty about it, because I believe it's based on the past life, or the past, what you've done to build this. Do not feel guilty for it. The other message I was getting, so just take what works for you. There might be a past loved one who is supporting you in this. Now, for some of you, this Four of Pentacles can also talk about hoarding, so just be careful about that. Now, there's yet another message, is this card can also be a soulmate card, and we have many soulmates, I believe. Soulmate is someone who might have been on a journey with you for a time, or is meant to be on a journey with you in the future, however it works. But there's a soulmate energy. Okay, there's just some kind of, let me get a clarifier for that. So with the Five of Coins, you get the Seven of Coins, and this is about don't be impatient. Don't be impatient. You are starting to see where you keep yourself locked out, dear Cancer. But be patient with yourself in that journey. There's no, it's like there's no right or wrong. So look at this, by the way. So you are going through a spiritual journey, deeply spiritual journey. You're going into, you're on a pilgrimage in a way, like taking a leap of faith, learning to listen more to your higher self. There's a lot that it's bringing up for you emotionally, so it's almost like you need to have this aloneness. Even if you are in a relationship, to guard the aloneness, Plus, what's going on is there's a lot of people around you, or at least people energy around you, that you need to be discerning about which of those is in your interest and which of those is not. Which do you want to collaborate with and which do you not? But at the same time, there's this element of having trust about that. There's something about your inner emotional journey being linked to your outer physical, a journey of abundance, of creating wealth and abundance. One of those messages is about not feeling guilty about your abundance, but also not hoarding, but also being discerning about who has access and who doesn't. There's that kind of thing, because your Four of Coins came up twice. Right? Can you see that when I started this journey, this message, I said there's something spiritual about it. I didn't even think about that. And if I think about my brother, for example, I'm seeing this bee, and when I see a bee, I think of my mother, and that's what I've been wanting to say here, but I didn't want to make the message specific. Like, I feel like for us, it would be our mother being there with us, our past life, love, guiding us, trusting, speaking to her if we need to. I think that's kind of a guidance. So that might apply to you, Cancer, as well. There's a past loved one that is there for you, working with you on helping you find this balance between who to share with, bringing the spiritual into your financial abundance. Maybe that's the best way I can describe it, which then encompasses all of that. Who to share with, when to listen to guidance of, I don't trust this. Who do I collaborate with? What to be cautious about? All that kind of thing. Cancer, this got very deep, and I think it's beautiful, and I send you so much love on this journey. It's really powerful, and I'm kind of blown away. You're my opposite star sign, so I feel this connection. So I'm going to just leave it there and send you lots of love, and I will chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Scorpio. So what I'm doing here is I'll do a quick reading for the month ahead. Let me get you some incense for the year ahead, and then I will move into your reading for the next 3 months, Scorpio. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Scorpio, let's start. So what is your theme, Scorpio? Let's look at what your theme is for the month ahead. Sorry, sidetracked there. So your theme is the Ten of Swords. So Scorpio, you are needing to let go negative mind talk, things that don't serve you, and definitely this need to let go of negative mind talk, whether it's what you perceive being done against you or whatever. Even if this is real, it's like, okay, let it go. What could work against you is your perception of what success looks like. What does success look like? Maybe you have a narrow view of success. So maybe think about that in the year ahead. What does success look like? Here's another thing, Scorpio. It could be you are being confronted to write down what success is for you. Look at it and own it, make it conscious to yourself by whatever means. By naming it is what I'm trying to say. Gosh, I'm sorry, this is a bit, okay, that's better. What's working for you is the Eight of Pentacles, diligence. It's plain and simple. It's a working at it. You want this, you let go of that, and you work. Working smart, maybe, doesn't have to be, being diligent. There's nothing wrong with being diligent. Your advice, I'll take all three. You get the Five of Coins, you get the Rabbit, the Sun, and you get the Nine of Coins. So, wow, I think this year ahead is going to be a lot to do with money for you, Scorpio. You need to confront, like Cancer, where you feel like the outsider, which is linked to this. I think that's a strong theme for you. Where do you feel like the outsider? Just keep being aware of it, Focus on the sun. Do the solar plexus work that I always talk about. You can check out my solar plexus video in my Reiki chakra healing playlist, I think. Use that. Just keep focusing on the sun. Beautiful, Scorpio. And the Nine of Pentacles is, there you go again. What does my Nine of Pentacles look like? I think the fourth of with the new moon, you need to be naming what this financial and complete independence looks like. What does this joy and stability look like for you? Okay, Scorp, I'm going to leave it there. That's lovely. Let's move on into your reading for the month. for the next 3 months. Oh wow, you get the same card as Pisces, healing. So there's something undergoing healing, and I think it's in relation to people, how you relate to people. It's beautiful. Lovely, lovely energy. So at the center of your reading you have the Witch of Earth, which is like the Knight of Coins. Look at this beautiful card. Wow. Like bear spirit working with you, Scorpio. But it is in the reverse. So I think that you might be feeling impatient about something. But you get it with the Goddess of Water. Wow, wow, wow. I think the Goddess trumps the Witch, right? So you need to be... Wow, look at that. Really beautiful. It's like trusting in your creative potential, because that's like a pregnant person creating life. So maybe you are working on something that you are bringing life to. What you need to think about is the Two of Earth. So you've got this earth energy as well. Like, okay, so is maybe when do you need to withdraw? Like the bear's hibernating, but there's that baby. I think you're birthing something. You are hibernating before giving birth. So this is what you need to think about. I think it's about thinking about when you need to withdraw and when you need to be out there. Really. Wow. In your near past, you get the Eight of Water. So I think you have walked away from something. We'll see as we go deeper. When we get the clarifiers, then we go deeper, Scorpio. That's how I read. You get the Priestess, this number 20. This is in the traditional tarot, the number 20 is the Judgment card. This is in your unconscious. So, well, I'm thinking, I know that's a full moon behind you. Maybe you are being guided to really go in, just work with the full moon. Work with the full moon energy. The full moon energy is about release, and see what happens over the next 3 months. Just keep working with the full moon. At the full moon, just sit under the full moon if you can, or imagine it there. If it's not showing, and just release. See what guidance you get, what needs to be released, or even if you can't get the guidance, just release. You can just say, release, release, I release, Let's see. You get the Eight of Air. Oh, how beautiful. You're freeing yourself, dear hearts. You're freeing yourself to soar. I feel like what you need to do, this is in the reverse, right? I feel like you need to take on this shapeshift, take on this energy of the eagle and soar and just soar and see what comes up for you. But I think you're freeing yourself from something. There's the 8 again. Maybe it's perceptions, but there's a sense of freedom coming for you, that you are taking ownership of. You get the craftsman of earth around you, and this is like the king of coins. So there might be a king of coins around you, an earth sign around you, that a positive influence on you, or who is looking in at you or wants to make you an offer. It could be spirit saying that you are moving towards your own abundance. You get the 6 of air in your near future, and it's beautiful. It's like this movement, but it's a lovership. It suggests a lovership. So perhaps you are moving towards a harmonious relationship. It doesn't have to be love, but there is this movement forward. It's like these 2 parents are taking their little ones to safety. So lovely. You have the 9 of air. Wow, there's these bees again. Make me think of my mama. This honey, this thing that is so full. Gosh, this is your advice. Is the 9 of air is about sleepless nights and worry, and it's almost like saying there's nothing to worry about. Their abundance is awaiting. The honey is waiting for you to suck it out, to make honeycombs, it's just abundance. And the other thing about the bee, Scorpio, I feel, is the industriousness. They work hard. Maybe that's a phase you're going into. There's another 8. It's this infinity, 8, 8, and 8. It's like there's something almost divinely guided that you're going through right now, Scorpio. You get the 8 of fire, and look at the baboons. They're chatting with each other. Baboons? Oh, they're not baboons. Yeah, they are baboons. They are trying to decide on their next move. Which humans are they going to scare? And look at the little bubba there peeping. Oh, it's so cute. But the 8 of fire is about communication. So maybe, and these, you got all the 8s. What the actual? That's the 8 of water. 8 of air. Maybe. No. This is a major arcana, but they've got their own major arcana here. So it could be the strength card, but this is an 8 of communion with people. It's like finding your people in a way, but knowing who to commune with. And then you get the 8 of air, which is in the reverse, which is wonderful. It's untrapping yourself from the mind talk, which you got earlier, right? The 8 of water, walking away from things that are not working in your interests. And the 8 of fire, communication. The other thing about the 8 of fire is making manifest those things. So maybe you are in the process of creating something. There definitely is this element of creating something that you've worked hard on, which might still require a bit more hard work, but it looks like it's coming. The star and your outcome. You get the 9 of coins. So I think you really are working on, Scorpio, your theme is so much about financial independence. You're standing on your own 2 feet. Maybe that's what you're working towards. So with the Witch of Earth, this impatience, I think that you're just be patient with yourself in this process. You can't rush a pregnancy. But in order to do so, just take time out to breathe, to smell the roses, just sit still. Just allow yourself time to sit still, because it looks to me like a very productive period, like you're being go. You have been go, and you're going to go. So the caution or the guidance, in order to do the go, do the sit still. That's your balance. And then with the goddess of water, this Queen of Cups, you get the Two of Swords. So your balance is in, let me think, in your emotions. You are a water sign, so retreat into your heart center. I feel, keep retreating into your heart center. If you feel overwhelmed, just sit and go into your heart. Do you know what I mean, Scorpio? Just go and put all your energy into your heart. That's it. That's your balance. That's your balance, along with this, maybe this, it could be one and the same thing, this activity of just going within and being still. Really lovely. There's this thing of going, retreating again. Wow, there's such a nurturing energy. It really is this. In order to birth this thing, you have to be full of self-love and just keep going into your heart, and full of love for humanity, I guess. Because you get that healing there. So with your Two of Earth, you get the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man speaks about constantly being willing to keep seeing things from a different perspective, being okay with feeling stuck. In fact, it's divinely guided stuckness. It's this hibernation. So I think that you are being called to be discerning about when is the stuckness divine, when is the stuckness the right thing. Don't rage against the stuckness. When you feel stuck, just go there and say, okay, what is it that I need to look at from a different perspective? And this is for over the next 3 months. Just keep saying, okay, what do I need to look at from a different perspective? Don't rage against the stuckness. Accept it as part of your process, part of your journey. You are letting go of you're letting go of anything that doesn't feel concrete. You're letting go of not frivolity. You're letting go of, it's lovely to be frivolous with yourself, and playful. Look at those little turtles making their way to the water. It's cute energy, but you are letting go of, they are birthing. So, oh gosh, man. But this is in your near past, right? It's like you yourself are hatching something or have hatched something. But there's still another phase of this gestation. Oh, it's something like that. But you are letting go of those things that look genuine but aren't. You are being discerning about that. Let go of the fuckers, dear Scorpio. Those things that present as knights but aren't. And knights can be organizations for that matter. It can be humans. It can be things that promise delight. But it's letting go of anything that's not in your interests. Something like that, Scorpio. So in your unconscious with this priestess energy, you get the Nine of Swords, which you got earlier. It's letting go of the head talk. I think that's it. It's exactly what I said. It's releasing at the full moon. There's a sun there, but it could well be the moon, but because there's fire lights out, right? Candles. So it's probably the moon. It's releasing. We're working with the moon. This is in your unconscious. So there's something in your unconscious that is, if you work with the full moon, release. Sometimes you'll know what to release. Other times you're just releasing. I release what doesn't serve me. I think that's a big theme for you, right? If I think about these turtles, is that once they've hatched, they are released to go and do their thing, and it's almost like spirit has released you, and now maybe you've become a mama turtle yourself, and you're about to do the same and release your little hatchlings. You are hatching something, looks like. With the Eight of Air, this freeing yourself, maybe freeing yourself to be the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, not the Knight, moving away from Knight energy to King energy. So you are freeing yourself of anything around you that doesn't feel like the King of Wands. At the same time, you are maybe, for some of you, it's you taking on the King of Wands energy, which is this initiation, this creating something. But part of it is also in releasing yourself from the mind talk on feeling trapped. Around you is this King energy. Maybe there is I'm not sure about this, maybe there's a hiatus with a King of Coins, like a withdrawal from that, or they've withdrawn, or there's a withdrawal in this relationship or this work, or a project, or maybe there's just a rest, there's just a break because it's holidays, but there is this energy around you. It could be your own creation that you've just taken a break from, and that's awesome because you come back then renewed. In the near future, you get the Queen of the Empress with the Six of Air. The Empress is in reverse. So there could be a break from a Scorpio, but you are moving yourself to something calmer. You're moving your things to something calmer. But with the Queen of Coins with the Empress in reverse, I would say you're one thing to look out for, and I think it comes back to the healing and something else that I mentioned, that self-care. That would be a caution because you might be in danger of burning out if you don't do the self-care. So keep coming back to, what does self-care look like? How do I take care of the divine feminine within me? Because let me tell you, to me, this is looking like very masculine energy, in the traditional sense, right? It's go, go, go. And that's okay. It feels like that's where it's kind of a combination. It's like enacting, making things happen. It's almost like giving birth to something, because that is the feminine energy there, right? It's like the feminine energy needs to be upheld in order to birth this, whatever this is you're working on. With the Nine of Air, you get the Five of Swords. So you know what I feel? I feel like you need to be protective of whatever it is, this thing that of your beehive. It's as simple as that. Be protective of your beehive. And with the Eight of Fire, I think, did I not mention the manifestation here? Putting out there, this is a strong theme for you, Scorpio. Putting out there your dreams and wishes, naming them because that's what you're working towards. It's really beautiful. I don't believe in the clicking fingers. I always say that, but you have done a lot of work. I think you're in very practical mode right now, very unlike Cancer, who's going within. You are very out there. Wow. But it's really beautiful. And I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. I hope that this resonates for you. I hope it helps you in some way. Please won't you give me your feedback. I think this is a really powerful reading. I send you lots of love, and I will be in touch again soon. Bye.